Hello everybody and welcome to part 3 to my Transformers memorabilia video in response to Rudy's memorabilia video even. And I wasn't actually going to do a part 3, hence why in part 2 I said that was it. But I've been up in my loft today. As you can see behind me, the ladder is sort of just there. Yeah, and I actually found a few more bits and I thought, oh, that's right, yeah, that's kind of cool. I knew I had them. And then I remembered some other bits and I found some other bits and I thought, you know what, I've probably got enough just to manage a part 3. So, yeah, I thought, why not? It's always good, isn't it? Right, so I had to be a bloody contortionist up in that loft, I tell you. It's not easy up there. I'm actually gutted because there is one thing I couldn't find and I've been trying to find them. I almost thought I found them as well, but I didn't. And that is my original VHS Arrival from Cybertron tape, and I think I had the Transformers the movie as well on VHS, and I can't believe I would have thrown them away, so I have no idea what I've done with them, and that's a little bit of a shame really. I'm hoping just somewhere they're in a box, because obviously when I moved out of my mum and dad's about almost 10 years ago now, up until then everything was fairly catalogued, I had everything together, and then when I moved out I just had to shove it all in places, and I know I threw out a lot of my videotapes, but I'll be surprised if I threw some of those out. So I don't know, maybe they're in a box somewhere I haven't gone through yet, I don't know. But if I ever find them, I will let you know and tell you. I'm sure everybody's out there interested. Right, let's start in no particular order. I'll put a lot of stuff in the box. Right, first things first. I found my Eugenesis book by James Roberts. I actually got him to sign this as well at TF Nation last year. And I thought that was kind of cool. I remember reading this back in, God, I think I got this at Transforce 2001. I'm not totally sure now. It might say on here. No, it doesn't say where it was actually around, but it was definitely like that. Transforce 2001, 2002, maybe. I'm not totally sure. But I remember I was so lucky to get it because I remember I was at the convention and I was had my list in my head of things I was looking out for, and that was one of them because I knew it was like promoted on the website or whatever at the time. I don't know if it was on the website. I can't remember now. And I forgot about it. Just as I was leaving, and I thought, oh, do you know what? I'll have a look. And I think I saw the guy, or asked the guy, or someone said, oh, if you go to the front of the thing where you sign in, he's there selling them. So I had a look around, couldn't see no one. Asked someone, or found him, and he had one copy left or 2 copies left, and I bought one off him. And obviously that was James Roberts himself. So that was kind of cool. That was. I got that. Yeah. What else have you got in it? Now I mentioned this before. It was actually on a shelf, and I just don't know why I couldn't be able to reach up and get it. This is my Allspark that I bought. It's proper metal. I'm not quite sure exactly what it's made out of, but it is proper metal. I can't remember where I got this from. I think it was like Orbital Comics, or what was Orbital Comics in London. I can't remember how much I paid for it. 20 quid, 30 quid. I'm not totally sure, to be honest. But it's fucking cool. It's fucking deadly. I'll tell you this now. If you wanted to kill someone, mate, you would just fucking have that. It is fucking proper pointed, heavy. It's proper like a blunt instrument. You could use it in Cluedo or something. That'd be pretty cool. But it's all over. It's done all over exactly like the Allspark. So you can imagine it floating through space, or you can use it as a ball ship. So that's what I usually do. Right, let's put it over there. Right, so I actually found in a box. This is when I thought I found my VHS cassettes. The only VHS cassette I do have at the moment is I did find a sealed on card one that I must have got. Beast Wars episode. Don't say what episode it is. I'm sure it will if you actually opened it up. But I did find it, so that's good, and it's in really good nick as well. So I'm not too sure whether to put that in my memorabilia box or in a Beast Wars box. It depends, because I think that was in a Beast Wars box. Actually, no, I found it in a odds and sods box. I'm a bit weird. Right, I did find this. Now I was thinking the other day when I was doing the convention bits, I thought, hang on, I remember having something like this, and I got this not last year or the year before. It was either last year or the year before, and I got one of these packs. It was a War Within that Simon Furman was doing. It says, but he's endorsed it there, 2 grand, and it was sort of like the script for the Dark Ages #1. You didn't have any of like the Dark Ages #1 ones, unfortunately, but I settled for that. It was alright. It's more the thing of getting it more than anything. It comes with the script and a few other bits. I'm not going to open it up right now because I can't be asked. But it's probably got some other bits in there as well. So I've got that, and that was kind of cool. I did enjoy that. I also found a keyring. in a Terminator 2 The Ride mug, which I found. That was kind of cool. I did like that ride. I went to Florida in the year 2000, so that's when I picked that up, and I've still got that. And I've still got my, also got, I think I might shut off in a minute if I've got time. I've got my Cyberdyne Systems pass that I bought there as well. It's kind of sad now. And I also found this, a copy of Empire magazine from 2007, showing the, look at that, Optimus Prime, probably like the first look of Optimus Prime or something like that. So I found that just in a magazine, in an old box actually up in the loft just now. So I thought, well, keep that. That can go with all my stuff. Right, so then we are getting to the bottom of this now. I've got a few more bits to go. I've probably shown these off before. I'm actually going to do a video on these for my Generation 2 comics. Those Generation 2 comics reviews that I've been uploading the last few weeks, I actually made those before my son was born. It's quite funny, really. It's quite odd because I made them long before Regeneration. I think Regeneration 1 was up to like number 84 at the time. And I made them. And I thought, oh yeah, I'll just wait a couple of weeks and I'll upload them. But it took me fucking forever to finish off the G1 stuff. So there you go. That's why they're a bit out of context. Anyway, but I found these. These are my old Transmasters UK, the continued Generation 2 and stuff. I did get this one signed by Nick Roche because he obviously done this cover artwork for that number 25. Even though it's just a photo copy, it doesn't matter, does it? Look at that, that's pretty smart. I did enjoy that. And he's such a nice bloke. I had a good chat with him. He's so nice. And I felt sorry for the people behind me in the bloody queue, to be honest. They weren't too many, luckily. But yeah, I'm going to do like an extra continued video on those. Put those back in there quickly. So I can get the stuff back up. And I've still got around some washing out in a minute before the wife gets home. And as a company for not hanging out. Right, so what we got left? Right, in the box, last thing. Top Trumps. Bought these a few years ago in the Entertainer for about £1 or £1.50. Absolutely brilliant. All Generation 1 toys. Let me have a look. Let's have a look quickly. There we go. Oh, look at that. Pulled out Soundwave. How about that? That's kind of cool. I do like these. Right, so let's just shove him back in the middle there. Right, that goes in. Put that down. Right, that's the box done. I bought this a long time ago now. Probably when I first started at the post office. That was about 15 years ago. Optimus Prime Head Knocker. I've forgotten all about this actually. I found it in a box when I was getting everything from my mum and dad's house, and I couldn't even believe I still had the fucking thing. I don't know what to do with it. It's owned by NECA though, but I'll probably keep it. I don't know, shove it in there. But it's still got its thing on there. Alright, it's fun actually because Rudy keeps texting me as I'm making this. Quite funny. Anyway, so we're going to go for next. We're going to go for this. Now, I do have a few of these, but I just want to get one out because I couldn't find the rest. This is my Hard Heroes bus that I was getting, God, like about 16, 17 years ago. I was getting all these because at the time there was very little stuff being made of Transformers. So I was snapping up anything I could get my hands on, really. So I've got this, I've got Megatron, got Optimus Prime, got Soundwave, I think. And I sort of stopped around that time. I got the big Unicron Botcon one. That's up in the loft. I paid £180 for that, and that's not worth that anymore. Shame, really. Anyway, so there's Starkers. So then we're going to come to the last couple of bits. Found my roll of Generation 1 wallpaper. This is from when my mum and dad kitted out my room in Transformers wallpaper. My brother fucking hated it, but I don't care. I loved having my Transformers wallpaper up. I loved it. And I meant they bought a few extra rolls than I needed. I kept this one. Even though when I was a kid, I kept this. How weird is that? Why would you keep it when you were a kid, though, if you know what I mean? And I kept it still in the cellophane wrapper, even though it's a bit frayed and a bit battered now. This cost £3.29 for this roll. So they must have spent about 15 quid on this. Never get rid of that. That is part of my childhood. That is. Yeah, I know Smizno done his Generation 1 toilet up in it, which is quite funny. I don't think my wife would let me do that, unfortunately. Now, I can't remember where I got these. These are some art prints. I can't remember if someone gave them to me at TF Nation or something. I do apologise if someone did, but they were just having after, or someone, or I can't remember where I got them from, but they are so cool. Look at that. That is brilliant, isn't it? I would love to get this framed. I've got another one here. Let's have a look. This one is Dark of the Moon. Look at that. You've got Sentinel Prime there. Yeah, I really cannot remember. I was only 2. I thought it was 3. Oh, well, there you go. But that is so cool. But I love that one. That one is phenomenal. I love that. Yeah, if you're the person who goes into that to me, let me know. Oh, I just can't, for the life of me, fathom where the bloody hell I got it from. I'm not sure, actually. It's one of those things, because obviously at the time, it's probably around the time my son was born or something. Or maybe, I don't know, just really bizarre, must be, I don't know. Anyway, right, we've got 2 more things. We've got some more Transformers posters. These are the ones probably out of my Generation 1 comic. Let me have a look. There's something out there, that's the one. A bit of paper in that end. There's a fucking bit in here. As you can see, I'm not going to get them out actually, because if I get them out, I'm never getting them back in. If these are the ones out of the old UK comics, I am going to take them out one day when I get a chance. And they're going back in the comics that I got them out of. Same with those 8 Zs. Right, so that's that. Now then, last thing. This is another roll. It's not a poster. It is something that I treasure. As you can see, I made sure I wrote on it a long time ago, do not throw away. And there's a reason for this. In the last days of the UK comic, there was very few adverts, competitions, anything to go in for. Well, I don't know, there's plenty of competitions actually. I never won fucking nothing on them. But there was a offer to get a game, and so I sent off for it, and it came. And it came in this tube. I'm going to show it to you now. I love this because it's, I think it's quite rare. But I'll show it to you anyway. I don't know if anyone's ever got this in. Maybe there's about 1,000 in eBay. I have no idea. I'm going to put that there. Right, so it's got lots of different bits, but it's a wall chart game. And you can see now times were hard because it's all in black and white. But it is huge and humongous, and there's a big picture of Power Master Optimus Prime there. The thing was, they said, oh yeah, you know, you can colour it in yourself. Yeah. I've heard all that before. In other words, you didn't have the money to bloody colour it themselves. But you know, I suppose maybe there were some kids out there who like colouring in. You know, so they would have enjoyed it. That's pretty cool. Now and then, but it does come with some other stuff, which is pretty cool. What we've got here, we've got a mini poster that almost looks like it could have been out of a fanzine, really, because it's just an old A4 bit of paper. We've got this one, Blast from Laser Gun. Not totally sure. Maybe you're supposed to use these with the actual game. I'm not totally sure. And then we've got a sheet of Transformers. Look, we've got Snow, we've got Triptychon, Sludge, Octane. Now you've got to think this is made in 1991, so it's quite cool they were still using proper old school Generation 1 toys actually in that. Because you think, you know, it would have tried to feature all the newer stuff, because obviously that's what they were trying to sell. Now then, we're going to come to the last couple of bits of this. Now I've got to be careful with this one, because these are silver stickers, and as you can see, some are peeling off because it's been rolled up. God knows whether they'll still stick on or not. I think it's part of the game. You'll go around it sticking them on, or you can just stick them over that picture of Optimus Prime. I'm not totally fucking sure, to be honest. But it's kind of cool. Now, the thing I really like about this, which I really loved at the time as well, and I can't remember, my camera's there, is it came with the 1991 catalogue for Transformers in the UK. And obviously, this was brilliant. Because it had Overlord. Now you think I would have seen this, and then when I saw Overlord a few years, year or two later, I don't know, I can't remember, I would have bought it. I don't know why I never bought Overlord at the time when I saw it in the shops. Luckily, I mean, I've got him now, but luckily I bought it at a time when Transformers prices weren't through the roof like they are now. But there's a lot of things in this, and it's got a little tear, only because it's been folded up and rolled up. So let me roll it the other way, and we'll see what we can sort out on this. Now, I forgot about this when I was doing my memorabilia videos, the first part. I forgot about this. Look, And we've got a nice little brief history. We've got the story and everything. It's got the air of the Action Masters and everything like that. So this is like proper like when the comic had ended. Now we've got all the reissues that were going around at the time. We've got the Throttle Bots. We've got the I've got Heroes, the classic Heroes. I actually bought these ones. My Stunticons, not Stunticons, Protectobots and Combaticons. What else we've got? We've got Triple Changes, the Dinobots. I actually bought most of my Grimlock and Sludge because they were the only ones I never had as a kid, so I bought these because this is when I first had a job when I was 16. So I got them. You'd think that they would have taken the opportunity to release Swoop, wouldn't you? But no, they didn't. I have no idea why they didn't. Bizarre. You know, that would have sold a lot of cakes. I kind of wish I got them now, but I'm still holding out to get the Japanese versions, so at least I can combine them. And there's Overlord. Look at that, the page coming out. That's all good, careful. That is cool. I do like that. Then we've got some of the Micro Masters and everything. And then we've got pictures of the European exclusive Action Masters. Now, some of those I do need. Still need Sideswipe. Actually, I'll tell you the one I've got. I've got the yellow one in the middle, and I've got Bombshell. There you go. So I need the rest. I've got the Elite Action Masters. They are smart. They are smart. Now, a lot of people don't like the Action Masters, and I can understand why. Because I wouldn't say it killed the line. The line was fucking dead anyway, wasn't it? But it was ahead of their time because they were trying to give them more posability. Now look at it. We've got more posability in the newer figures and the Transform than they were. But we've got these ones. I did have Slicer as a kid. Well, so a 16-year-old. I remember, I don't know if it was him. Might have been Pretender Starscream. I remember getting it and then hiding it on the way home because I saw another kid from school. I thought, oh, fucking hell, I can't have him fucking see me buying that. But there's Thrust. Yeah. Circuit. And then we've got the regular Action Masters. And there's Optimus Prime. Must have Megatron on the page before then, I'm assuming. Yeah, there he is. It's Megatron and Gut Cruncher. And that was it, really. I know it might not mean a lot to some, but I've got it complete and I bought it at the time. There's a nice picture of Thunderwing there, being taken over by the Matrix. It says full colour, fortnightly from Marvel, and you could reserve it. I think the writing was on the wall by then that time, unfortunately. Right, so that is my memorabilia all wrapped up. I can't find, if I find anything else, I can't think what it could be. But, you know, I'm sure he's picking up stuff. There's stuff I would like to have got now, actually. I'd like to have got, what was it? Those little tin things that you make a puzzle out of or something. You make sound wave up. Saw them, I should have bought one then, but they were a bit expensive. But that's sort of things, isn't it? We all buy stuff like that and put them away, don't we? Anyway, right, so this has been Graham, the Collect 75. I shall see you next time with who knows what video. Maybe it's a Transformers video, maybe it's a Zoids video, maybe it's a comics video, or maybe it's a response video. Or maybe it's a video game video. Bye.